Hey Peter, where are we going off to today?
We're going to head up to Fort Pierce, Florida to check out the Spin scooter system.
What is Spin Scooter System?
Spin is a micromobility service provider that rents scooters using an app on your smartphone. So I have a couple of objectives for our site visit up to Fort Pierce to check out the Spin scooter system. Me as a first-time user of an e-scooter, I would like to see how difficult it is for a first-time user to use the system. Ease of access, how easy are they to find the scooters when we get up there? I want to see if they're charged, if they're dead, how many are ready to use. The overall condition of the scooter. How it is to use the app, and I want to also see how it feels to actually drive the scooters. Do I feel safe? Are the brakes secure? How fast do they go? What are the typical costs to use? We know that there's the cost to actually rent it and then by the mile. What are the other costs, if any? And that's about it. We're here in Fort Pierce, Florida to focus in on the city's efforts to promote micromobility. Unlike many other cities where e-scooter companies established a presence by simply dropping off scooters, Fort Pierce actually invited them. In September 2019, Fort Pierce launched a one-year pilot program to test e-scooters with a goal: learn how to realize the benefits to micromobility while addressing the pitfalls. During the pilot, which ran from September 2019 to July 2020, there were a total of 55,000 trips. 1 to 4 trips per scooter per day. 27 minutes was the median trip duration, and there was a total of 28,150 unique users. After the pilot, the city put out a request for proposals, and on October 16, 2021, Spin Scooters began operating with a 3-year contract. A little about Spin Scooters. In early March 2022, Spin Scooters was acquired from the Ford Motor Company by TIER, a German e-scooter company, for an undisclosed amount of stock. Ford had acquired Spin back in 2019 for $100 million. So we're going to take a look at how to use the Spin scooter system through a smartphone app, which we'll be queuing up right now. Okay, so we found 4 scooters that look to be near where our scooter is. And it tells us that it's a couple feet away. We're going to scan to unlock. It's number 7994. So let's see if we can find 7994. So the numbers aren't really obvious, but let's see. That's not 7994. Nope, maybe it's one of these. Okay, so we found 7994. So let's scan to ride the scooter. Scan to unlock. That gives us our Fort Pierce rules about riding position and using the brake. We're going to click OK. And it's unlocking our ride. Okay. We're going to enable push notifications. And it tells us where we can't ride. So that's very helpful. And it's already timing. Okay, we got 50% battery. All right. To use the scooter, we're going to put up the kickstand. So you get on. There's a button right here, a throttle. It says go. Get the scooter started. And you hit the throttle. Handbrake. Gets up to about 14 miles an hour according to the speedometer. It's very easy to use. The ride is smooth. It's very quiet. And I felt very safe using it. So the geographic boundaries of Spin Scooters in Fort Pierce are generally consistent with the downtown area, as well as off at the barrier island, which is called Hutchinson Island, in the incorporated areas. The scooters are available to rent from 7 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. and that's 7 days a week. The company has set up within the city of Fort Pierce slow zones, no parking zones, and no ride zones. And that was based on findings from their previous pilot program. In the past 2 years, Spin has gone from operating in cities, in about 35% of cities that had regulations, to now governing scooters, to now 75% of cities governing scooters, and that limit micromobility. But in January of this year, Spin actually announced that they would be pulling out of all cities that don't regulate scooters and micromobility because they found it nearly impossible to make a profit in those cities, the CEO Ben Bear stated. Okay, so now that we've checked out the downtown area, we're going to take a ride out to Hutchinson Island and check out to see if it's just as easy to find a Spin scooter there. Okay, so now we're here at Jetty Park at the Fort Pierce Inlet. I just wanted to go over, we got an email from Spin with the cost for our last ride in downtown. The breakdown was, base cost was $1 for the ride, plus they added $1.75 as the cost of the reservation. They charged by the minute, and it was 6 minutes, which totaled $2.10. Sales tax added 34 cents for a total of $5.19. Now we're going to take a look on our app and see if we can find another scooter to rent here in this beautiful inlet area. Okay, so now we're going to look for another scooter here at the beach to rent. Okay, it looks like we've identified a couple of scooters. All right, there's two over there. And let's go check it out. So this one looks good. Let's see if we can rent that one. Let's select. That's good. Select the scooter. Awesome. All right, we're going to click reserve this vehicle. We're going to start reservation.
You leave it there, they come and get it.
Yeah, it costs you
It's got
about,
a GPS built in.
I know, but it currently costs about $5 a mile to ride.
Oh, come on.
And we're going to create the reservation. Double click to pay. It's creating the reservation. And we're going to scan to unlock. It's number 7759, which is this one right here, 7759. Scan to unlock. It's unlocking the ride. All right, the chime rings and we're ready to go. Okay, so we're here at the beach, like we said. This is a really nice micromobility option. As we said previously, some of the scooter providers are pulling out, including Spin, but because of Fort Pierce, it's very supportive of micromobility. Spin can make a profit here and actually stay here and have some surety. Places like Fort Lauderdale, I found that lime is pulled out, and also the Miami lime is from what I found last year, they had revenues of $99.6 million spent in. It's not clear that they've made a profit yet, but they have considerable revenue, so they're a pretty large business.
How hard is it to operate?
Ideally, I would have a helmet on, which is an issue with micromobility. I mean, you know, when there's a bell. So one of the issues is kind of this spontaneous nature of micromobility. You just want to pick it up and go, and you might not have a helmet with you, which if you were going to be a serious user of this all the time, you definitely want to have your helmet, especially with all these cars around here. It's a pretty busy area. It would not be good to get in a wreck. So I'm going to take a little spin around the block here, and I'll be back in a second.
How was it riding in traffic?
It was a little nerve-wracking, but you know, I was able to stop for some pedestrians. They appreciated that, and the birds are pretty good. So, but I felt safe, most of it. So I just want to take a minute to talk about the scooter itself a little bit. It's got 10-inch tubeless tires. It is rear-wheel drive, so the drive wheel is in the back. The battery, it's battery operated. The battery is right here under the platform which you stand on. And then it's got a 37.5-mile range on a single charge. And that's about 7.5 miles more than their competition, both Lime and Bird. So it's a really nice product. It's very sturdy. Okay, so now we're going to end the ride one last time here. We're going to hit the end the ride button. We're going to confirm it's ending the trip. We're going to give it a 5-star ride. The tone let us know that it's done. And that one was only $369. All right, we'll go over the cost in a second. Okay, that last ride at the beach, I wanted to go over some of the costs. The base cost of renting was that same $1. The reservation, since it was so short this time, we were right next to the scooter, it was 35 cents. That's really something to keep in mind. You know, if you look on the app and you see that there are going to be enough scooters, you know, I wouldn't reserve it more than just a few seconds or a few minutes before your ride, because it's going to save you money. Same 6-minute ride, ironically, so $2.10 for those 6 minutes, and sales tax was 24 cents. So total was $3.69, and that's how much it cost.
How much did you enjoy renting scooters and thought they were worthwhile?
Yeah, so this was my absolute first time using any type of micromobility, whether it be e-scooters or a bike share. I've never done it before. Had a great time. This is a great tourist area. I could see from going to the different, would be a great option to go to the different locations around here, maybe some of the restaurants and the beach, back to a hotel. Really great option.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So yeah, had a great time.